Hello everyone, and welcome to my first April Fool special on this channel, which I'll be doing a what if I thought of a while back but never got around to writing down. This being, what if the sagas were reversed, specifically the Z Sagas. But if this is a popular enough idea, we may even do a Super and GT special. This idea has me moving the Majin Buu Saga as the first saga, and the last saga being the Saiyan Saga, switching things around so things can be not too crazy, but still have that same storyline. But with all that, let's get going on the Majin Buu Saga, now taking place just 5 years after the 23rd World Tournament. We join a young boy running through the forest looking for his father. We know this boy is son Gohan, who is looking for the fighter who saved the world from Demon King Piccolo at the previous World Tournament. Today, Goku will be meeting up with his friends who he hasn't seen in over 5 years. Gohan continues to run through the forest until he is stopped by a large tiger who stops him dead in his tracks. Gohan cries out for his father, with Goku seemingly coming out of nowhere and sends the tiger flying with a kick. He then greets Gohan, saying that they better go say bye to Chi-Chi before they leave. He picks up Gohan and sprints back home in the direction Gohan was coming from. The two of them stop as Chi-Chi runs out asking where they have been all morning. She sent them to go get fish for lunch hours ago. Goku apologizes before telling Chi-Chi that he and Gohan actually already have plans for this evening. Chi-Chi asks what they could possibly be doing before asking if he's meeting up with those delinquent fighter friends of his. Goku chuckles before yelling out for Nimbus, jumping him and Goku on, telling Chi-Chi bye and that they will see her later before heading towards Kame House. The rest of the Z fighters from the original Saiyan Saga are already at Kame House, just waiting for Goku to arrive. They hear a knock at the door as they open up, welcoming Goku, but are instead greeted by Kami. He tells the group that there is something even more dangerous coming than even the great Demon King Piccolo, and he needs Earth's strongest fighters prepared. Shortly after, Goku and Gohan arrive on Nimbus, where they go to see their old friends, and notices Kami telling them something important. He says hello to Kami, saying it's been a while since he has trained up on the lookout with him and Mr. Popo. The rest of the Z fighters are even more surprised to see that Goku hasn't come alone, as it looks like he has had a son in his time gone. Kami says hello to Goku and Gohan and then continues to explain what he was talking about to the other Z fighters. A spaceship not much different than the one he came on long ago has landed on the outskirts of the planet, but has since disappeared. He couldn't tell what was going on just yet, but he sensed a lot of dark energy coming from the area. He thinks that it may be too much for even Goku to handle and hopes that they can gather enough fighters to train so they are ready for whatever may come. Bulma asks Kami why don't they just gather the Dragon Balls and stop whatever is going on before they attack. Kami says the Dragon Balls are only to be used in extreme situations, and even they won't be able to knock out this enemy. Kami says that his plan is to take Earth's strongest who haven't trained on the lookout and catch up to Goku while the Goku trains with someone new. Goku is excited to continue his training but says that he still needs to train up Gohan. Roshi steps up and says he would love to train up another Goku just like the old times. With the plan set, the Z fighters follow Kami to Korn's tower where they follow in the steps of Goku in the original Dragon Ball series. Goku and Kami go to the lookout where Kami tells them that there is an even higher god than him that he wants Goku to train under to grow stronger. They just need to go to the other world and convince the higher-ups to allow him to train there without being dead. Kami takes Goku's hand as he teleports to the check-in station, where they are met with an unfamiliar face. A Kaio that we know as Kibito, who says that they have uncovered something beyond their comprehension. This evil is from long ago. It plugged the system and took out several of its planets before they were sealed. It took all the previous Kaioshin to do so. He asks if this is the strongest person that the planet has to offer. Kami bows and then continues to tell him that Son Goku has saved the Earth countless times even in his young age. Kibito says that he doesn't like mortals but is instructed by his superior to train up this human on his planet's defenses. Kami tells him that the plan was having Goku and the other Z fighters train but is cut off. He tells him that they will take Goku and train the rest of them in the fashion that they were planned before. Goku is excited to train with someone even more powerful than the god Kami was telling him about. Kibito takes his hand and Kai's him to the Supreme Kai's planet. Goku then meets Shen where he tells Goku about the battle of the previous Supreme Kai against Majin Buu. He then explains how he'll be training him up to be able to keep Babidi from reawakening this threat. Goku is pumped and asks where they will be starting their training. Shin says to start off he would like to test this mortal's power by having him try to pull the Z-Sword out of the ground. Goku looks confused before heading over to the sword and grasping its hilt, starting to pull. He is then hit with the punishing fact that the Z-Sword is just too heavy for him to pull out. Shin and Capito are not surprised by this, but then they see Goku start to take off his gi. Goku steps back for a moment, dropping his weighted clothes, and charges up to his max power. He then grabs his sword again and pulls with all of his might. Shin tells him that they can start with something else, but Goku is just not budging at the moment. He continues to do so for what seems like hours before letting go and asking Shin and Capito what they have around to eat here. Shin tells Capito to go fetch them some lunch before telling Goku that they will start with teaching some basics of magic. This will allow him to be able to go against Babidi's magic along with growing stronger. Goku wonders how using magic like the one Roshi's sister uses will make him more powerful before remembering that Baba's power had the ability to bring back those from the dead like Grandpa Gohan. Before getting back to listening to Shin. Back on Earth, we see the Z-Fighters rushing through the steps Goku did long ago, climbing up Korn's tower, catching and drinking the Ultra Divine water, even fighting clones of themselves created by Mr. Popo, with the strongest of these being Tien and Krillin getting closer to training with Kami himself. As for Gohan, he is learning everything like his father did in the Turtle School way, wearing weighted shells, delivering milk across the countryside, and sparring with Master Roshi. With Eternal Hermit seeing that Goku's son is even more skilled than his father was at his age, even showing some of that rage Goku did during tournaments at times. He wonders if Gohan will turn into that beast like his father did all those years ago. Along with the Z-Fighters, we see what is going on with Piccolo Jr. during this time. The last kid of the Demon King continues his training to be able to finally get revenge for his father's death, where he is met with a small man and another demon. Piccolo warns them that he is in no mood for visitors, so they better get back to wherever they came from. This is before he drops to his knees in pain, grasping his head. Babidi says that this one also calls himself the Demon King, looking over to Dabura, with the Demon King scoffing at the thought of this weakling calling himself a demon. Piccolo then stands up with a new M appearing on his forehead. With the Z-Fighters training for the largest threat they have ever experienced, how will the rest of the new first Dragon Ball Z saga go? Find out all of this more on the next episode of What If the Sagas Were Reversed. With that, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this April Fool's special, and if y'all want this to continue, let me know by liking the video and commenting down below. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.